Hi everybody, thank you for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. Today we are making a bit of a first for me actually. This is the first ever time I have done a cylindrical gift box. That is a cylinder shape. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out actually. I have been playing around with this sort of shape for a while, but I was prompted by the fact that I wanted to show off some of our gorgeous DSP because this is on 3 for 4 at the moment, so you buy 3 packs of DSP and you get a fourth free. It's for the whole of October. So let me show you. This ribbon just slides off and it is attached to the lid, which then slides off, and inside we have 4 gorgeous matching tea lights, and I've just decorated them with some of the DSP. You might have seen me do this before. This is just decorative. You do need to take this off before you light them, but I think they look really pretty as a little gift set, and they just pop perfectly into the box, and the lid will pop back on like that. And how pretty is this DSP? This is the Whole Lot of Lovely, I think it's called, DSP. They're like reverse sides of the same pattern, which has this gorgeous flower. And Thinking of You comes from the matching Lots of Love stamp set, which you can get at the moment with 15% off. That's just until the 10th of October, so do get in quick with that. And I love the way I propped up the circle. Get these little leaves just peeking out. So let's get on and I will show you how I made it. I think it's nice, fits in your hand really nicely. I think really lovely gift, sell really well at craft fairs actually as well. Yeah, I really like it. So how do we make it? Scoreboard in first. Oh, stylus is falling out. And I just need to find my measurements. That's not it. That's not it. There we go. 2 pieces of DSP. I've got that same Whole Lot of Lovely pattern just because I really like it, and I think it works really well with the box, but you can of course do it for Christmas as well. And 2 pieces. This piece is for the base. This measures 4 1/8 by 5 1/2, and this is for the lid and it measures 2 by 5 1/2. So we're going to start with our lid bit and we're going to score it along the long side first at 3 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so just there, 3 3/8 of an inch. Then what we're going to do is turn it round and we're going to score it at every 1/2 inch, but just down to that score line that we've just made that's going in the other direction. Okay, so there's 10 little score lines going down. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Let me see. Yeah, you can see that. So there's the line I did along, and then all these little score lines going down. For our lid bit, we are going to score this at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and then flip it round and do the same again. We're going to score down at every 1/2 inch. Okay. There we go. So now we can put our scoreboard away. Its job is done. And our bone folder is going to come in and we're just going to fold along that length there and on this one in the same place. Okay. Then bring your scissors in and remember those little score lines that we did every 1/2 inch. We're now just going to cut up those. Just like that. Rolling, rolling, rolling. When you get to one end, just cut that piece there off completely. Okay. And do the same with our other piece. So we're just going to trim up all of those lines. Stampin' Up do have some great offers on for October, so do make sure you check those out. DSP is on offer and a lot of stamps, as I said, and we're going to use it in a minute is some fuse. Here it is. And this is a fantastic offer actually. You buy one of these and you get 2 refills absolutely free. So a great opportunity to stock up. Right, but now we're going to get back onto making our boxes. So I've just got some more tea lights here. Now these are from IKEA. They're probably a bit smaller and a bit thicker than some other tea lights, but just so you know, they measure about 3/4 of an inch deep, by about 1.5 inches in diameter. So if you're looking to make the same box, those are the tea lights to get. I'm just going to stack them up on top of each other. And I'm just going to take my DSP and I'm just going to wrap it around my tea lights, just like that. Okay, and you can see how the box is going to make up. So we're now going to put some fuse. As I said, fantastic offer on fuse at the moment. And when you're using fuse, you want to use the lightest of touches, and then when you get to the end, just flick it out. Okay, so I've just put some fuse along that strip there. Bring in my tea lights once again, and just going to hold them in place. Got all fingers and thumbs, and just roll this up, and then just before you stick it out, just let it go a little bit, because you don't want it to be too tight that you can't get your tea lights out. Now I might have done that on my first prototype, so just make sure that you've got it neatly round, but you're not so tight that your tea lights won't slide in and out. So there we go, those will slide in and out just fine. Okay, just going to press that down. Okay, and then we can drop all our tea lights back in, and this will just help us when we seal it up now. And what we're going to do is just push in all of those little flaps all the way around, just like that. And then I'm going to get a scrap of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to punch out a 1 1/4 inch circle. Okay, and I'm going to put lots of Tombow on the back of here, right to the edges. You could use fuse, I just think Tombow just gives you that little bit of extra wiggle room. Okay, bring in your box with all those flaps down, and I'm just going to stick that down. Okay, like that. Flip it upside down and just use the gravity to hold that in place where that sticks, and that will hold your nice cylindrical box together. Okay, I'm going to do very much the same thing for the lid, but we're going to use the other side of the patterns. We're going to use our stripy side. So I'm going to just put a little bit of fuse along this strip here, just the end piece there where we cut off that top bit, and then just going to once again wrap this round our box. Wrap it round your box and then stick that down. There we go. And then again we can fold in all of our flaps and we make our lid. Now we're just going to decorate this slightly differently, so we are going to start with a piece of crushed curry cardstock and a slightly larger punch. We're going to go for the 1 3/8 of an inch punch. Okay, there we go. And we are going to Tombow all of the back of this, right round the edges. Okay, and just close that down just like that, and again stick that over the top like that, and we can flip that upside down now because the base is nicely stuck, and just give that a moment while we do a little bit of stamping. So I said we're going to use this Lots of Love stamp set, which has this gorgeous big feature Sending Love sentiment, but we're going to use this one, Thinking of You. So a bit of scrap Whisper White, and I've already mounted that stamp set, and we're going to use Tranquil Tide, which I did get out. Here it is. Tranquil Tide, ink, 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 ink. There we go. Stamp that down. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, and now if you bring in your 1 1/4 inch circle punch again, And what you can do is you can line this up very much so it sort of cuts out the circle, so you lose half of the leaves. But as I said on the example, I think it works really well lining up to the stripes on our DSP. I think so anyway. So there's our lid, beautifully made. Yeah, and excuse me, this cold. I've got some crushed curry ribbon. This is the stitched satin ribbon. And I'm just going to start by getting a dimensional. Here we go. I'm going to use these two. One. And this is going to stick down on the centre of my lid. And I'm going to bring it round. And, oh, what I did on the other one, I didn't do that, did I? Oh, on the other one I tied a bow. Let's do that. Let's do that again then. I was going to just stick it. I guess you could just, if you wanted to, loop that round and just have a plain loop. But apparently, oh, running out of ribbon actually. On the other one, I took this round, like this, just like that, and then tied it off in a little flat knot. Oh, if it's going to stay in place. I guess that's the problem with making a cylindrical box, is that it will roll. It will roll. Okay, just going to bring that round and tie that off. What's the last of this ribbon? I love this ribbon. The yellow is just so beautiful and deep. And then snip that there. Oh, now it's stuck to me. There we go. Snip that one there, like that. Pretty, isn't it? And then we'll use those dimensionals again, and we'll just put one on either side of the ribbon so that we can still slide the ribbon on and off. There we go. And we'll put our sentiment at a nice little angle. You can just see a bit of that crushed curry circle sticking out. And there we go. I think they are very, very cute. Oh, I forgot to show you how I decorated the tea lights. Let me do that. Oh, I've lost my DSP. Let's use a different one because it's really simple. But this is a different DSP, but you, like on this one, you can use the matching ones. So just flip the ribbon off. Grab out your tea light. As I said, these slide out. You want to take, again, your 1 1/4 circle punch. Punch that out. Then use your handheld 1/8 of an inch punch. And roughly in the centre of your circle, you want to punch a hole there. And then all you do is feed that through onto your tea light. Fold over your wick, and you've got really nice little decorated tea lights that match the box. And that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that project. I think they look really good. I'm really pleased with the way they worked out. And I hope you give it a try. And I hope if you have any questions or would like to buy anything Stampin' Up, remember you can do that 24/7 at craftycarolinecreates.com. Oh, put the ribbon back on. Yeah, I'll do that for the pictures. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.